What's up, everybody? Welcome to Cracker Hunters. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
We apologize once again for all the delays in the video. We've been saying,
and we're gonna go ahead and apologize too because we're in a different setting.
As you can see with the sunflowers in the back. Yeah.
It kind of helps with the Samurai Champloo references.
The ambiance of the surroundings.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
The samurai who smells of sunflowers.
We're trying to find a cool reason to put to make an excuse for these sunflowers being in the background. But hey,
that's all I got.
Right, yeah, because the basement that I have my statues in, where we normally make our videos,
still being renovated.
Yeah, so it's gonna be about another week. Well, about a couple of days or so before they get the painting and everything done. So
it'll be a few weeks before y'all see any differences.
Probably, so. Yeah. Well, they wouldn't see the differences anyway.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but anyways, today we got another quarter of the day statue to review from you all. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you.
And I am very happy to reveal the Gallevarbe.
Yeah, this is version 2.
Version 2 of Gallevarbe. My ultimate favorite from the Court of the Dead.
Yeah, he loves the first version.
That's my favorite out of all of them. It's the detail, and this one has not. This one's just, if not better. It might be better. I don't know.
Ooh, we'll decide.
It's hard to decide on this one.
Yeah,
but we'll do a comparison video.
Yes,
right
we will.
This.
Yes, but one thing I will say is that they've been keeping in line with like the war state they're in right now with all the version 2 statues.
Oh, and you can tell this war is on land.
Yes. Because, of course, anybody who's seen the version 1 of Gallevarbe, they know that she was like a mermaid.
She is a mermaid.
Yeah, so that's where it was a cool base, too. I love that base.
Yeah, oh, dude.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
Well, in another video. But they've kept in line with the warrior-type poses and everything like that.
I think this one has the most of the version 2s. This one is the most different.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Well...
Absolutely, dude. It changed the whole dynamic. Dude.
I don't think so.
The entire dynamic of the statue has changed.
I don't know, but
the entire dynamic of the statue has changed.
We'll save that for the comparison video.
No, even with version 2.
If we're going to talk about it, yeah, you're right.
Well, okay, so I mean, if you look at like version 1, dude, that's underwater or water. There's water base. This one, I mean, she's wrapped around a fucking tree stump.
Which, yes, I do like that, and the good thing is, like, they've kept far as the look from her tail. They kept the look of it as far as the decaying type look.
It's the stance is what it is. It stayed the same.
No, the stance is different. No, because remember in the ocean,
but not really.
Right.
I mean, it's still curled.
But I do like it. I do like the fact that it's curled around that branch, whatever she's curled around.
Yeah.
And it looks like, I think my daughter, she said, it looks more like a centipede.
No, that was my wife. That's what she said.
Okay, yeah, it looks, well, no, my daughter said that before that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when I first opened it up.
Well, that's the little legs right here.
Yeah, and that's actually one of the things I really love about it is the look. Yeah. And the look of it as far as looking like a centipede crawling on this branch and everything like that. And even though, and it still has the webbing right here, if you can see it there, right here, to where it still looks amphibian, but at the same time it looks, I don't want to say insectoid, or I don't know if that's a word, by the way.
Reptilian.
Well, it's still it looks reptilian, but I'm talking about as far as a centipede look.
It's like the insect versus amphibian, like you were saying. There's webs.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I still like, that they still kept the fact that she is mainly in the water most of the time with the
skin structure, though, you can see that where she could be effective outside of water.
I agree. Now, I'll let you start first. What are some of the things that you actually like?
This is very interesting. Oh man, I cannot wait to do the comparison because this one is the most different. This one's
from the first version?
From version 1 to version 2.
That's what you mean now, yeah.
Yeah, it's completely opposites. Like you're looking at the texture right here on the back right here on her tail. it's dragging. And even right here on her actual back, you can see on her shoulders right here. You can even see it on her face.
Right, and I'll post some pictures, by the way.
Yeah, and on her arms, dude, it's dragon scales.
And that's what it does look like.
Yeah,
too.
that's what it is. It's basically a dragon. And that is a dragon tail. I don't care what anybody says, dude. That is a dragon tail. But you know, it's so hard to explain because they got the centipede legs right here. I mean, that is just that's scary.
And I love the way they blended both of those type of things into one statue. Like I said, as far as the amphibian nature of her, and kind of like the insectoid type feature with the legs and everything.
You know what I think it is? I think it's tactical.
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because you know when you see a snake slither, that's basically what it is. You know, snakes can climb too, but if they had this.
They'd be very scary.
No, they would be the apex. That's what this is. We can see that she's definitely the apex predator.
Right. Now, I'm sorry, go ahead. Keep going with some of the stuff you like.
I mean, she is definitely the apex predator with these legs, this body. You can tell how much it can just constrict. She's not a venom-based character. She's not. She's a constricting character as she's breaking this tree branch, as she's crawling up it. It's almost this is definitely the scariest creature they've ever came out with.
Yeah, that's false. This is not. No, I would say Vargas is probably the scariest one when he's holding his guts out and stuff.
No, that's more shock trauma. This is actually technically scary.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you gotta be more specific, man. I didn't know what you was talking about.
Well, I mean, it's scary. I don't know about any of y'all, dude. Centipedes freak me the fuck out.
They don't freak me out.
They freak me the fuck out, dude. I mean, why do you need that many legs? Snakes, I like snakes, dude. They're cool.
But anyways,
and then you take dragon scales and put it on this bitch who, I mean, she's basically #1 predator in the ocean, and now she's
one of the predators on the land.
Yeah, she's basically and not only that, her face is beautiful.
I would say that. All right, so you mind if I go now?
Yeah, go.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
I'm sorry.
No. You gotta apologize. No, yeah. Now, here's some of the things I really like about this. Now, I do like them enhancing like he said, the dragon scales on her back, on her forearms, shoulders. Her hands. Yeah, like I said, there we go. Her hands, which I have the exclusive hand, by the way. That I love the fact that, like I said, one of the things I really like is that you can tell this is more of a warrior pose from the first version, because in the first version she didn't have any armor on. Now she's got armor on, and in this version she's an assassin because she's the eyes of the queen. So I like that. I like that it fits with her assassin nature. And another thing I like is the color. Like, they did an amazing job on the paint in this one, man. I mean,
the color contrast is amazing. The blue and the browns.
I agree. And I love how they have her hair. I love her face. Like, her face is beautiful. Like,
it's the exact same face from the original.
And I think so too. Yeah, and I think so too. They were smart by just transferring it over and enhancing it, because the first version didn't have the scales around her eyes and everything like that. So I do appreciate them doing that. And I love the fact that they kept a lot of the damage that from the first version. Yeah, like it's still decaying.
Yeah, right here. No, it's not decaying. It's rips and tears.
Well, see, in the ocean, in the version 1, it looks like it's decaying. When we do the comparison video, you'll see.
Honestly, I think it looked like rips and tears from a beast.
And that's fair enough. And I do agree, this does look like a dragon tail, by the way. It really does.
But, minus the whole centipede creepy shit.
And one of the other things is, since we already have this one out, the blades are actually metal, too.
Well, it's because they're smaller.
Yeah. So I'll switch it on out. So because this is the exclusive hand, but...
Man, I like that one.
There we go. You like the knives better?
No, honestly, I like this one, dude. Look how big that.
I don't know.
Look how big that hand is, dude. That's a warrior hand right there.
Yeah, don't break the shit, Anubis. Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's clumsy ass.
Sorry.
Yeah, but anyways, now I think I prefer the dual blade wielding more than the exclusive hand.
I like it. I like both of them.
Right. But it's for my preference. When I put it up in my collection, I think I'll probably pose it with the dual knives. I think that probably looks a little bit cooler than the hand, which is, like I said, it's nothing to shake a tail at. Like I said, it's very detailed. I love the way they have the mechanical nature in their fingers and everything like that.
Well, that's just those rings.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But it looks mechanical.
You know what I think though? I think it kind of shows her evolution, kind of like on the surface rather than under the water. Remember how under the water she had the suction cups?
Yes.
Now
she's on land, so she doesn't need those anymore.
Yeah, she doesn't have suction cups.
And she needs
got
more
scales.
Yes, which basically will probably provide a lot more protection for on land and in battle.
Scales and talons.
Yes. Now, one thing I will say, I do love the base. Like, this base is like wood, but with some very detailed skulls in it. Like, my favorite skull so far has probably been this one in the crevice right here. And, oh man, that one right here.
This sleeping one right here.
I don't know, man. Have you seen this one right here?
Oh, this one?
Yes. One day we're going to do a count of how many skulls these things have.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. We're going to do that one day.
There's too many to fucking count, dude.
It's a lot of them.
Especially on old Death over there.
But I do like the base. Now, I will say this. I like version 1's base better. But will you see the comparison video?
I think that's only because of the bodies.
We'll do a comparison
and
when we do
the underwater stuff.
And when we do the comparison video, we'll go through a lot of the things that we like better on version 1 or version 2.
I came into this. I was thinking I was gonna hate her.
He did. He really thought he was gonna hate her.
I was really upset. I thought that because the prototype made it look like she was gonna look like a snake, like Medusa. This is definitely not that. This is not anywhere close to that.
Like I said, and man,
there is no snake
No, it looks like a hybrid between a centipede and a dragon.
Yeah.
And I love the armor.
These little fucking
which this one comes
right
out.
Here.
Which this piece comes out, by the way. It has a different one, but I prefer to use this one because it has the Court of the Dead symbol right here. But I do love, like I said,
it's right here too.
Yeah, that one too. Yeah, around the front right here.
Belt.
Yeah. And I love the armor, man. The armor, it fits as far as a rogue or an assassin type character in a video game or something like that, or the movie. The armor fits for that, and I appreciate the attention to detail that they've done.
What it reminds me of?
Excuse me, what's that?
Real quick, it reminds me of Egyptian armor.
You think
almost
so?
like Cleopsis.
You think so?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, it kind of does. With the vest and the collar and...
I don't see it, but hey.
Dude, you'll see it. You'll see it when we go and look at Cleopsis here in a minute.
Okay. But like I said, man, the paint application, like one of the main things that the Court of the Dead, they do well is paint. Like their paint is always like immaculate. Like it's
perfect.
Yeah, and they do a good job of highlighting the contrasts between the muscles and things like that. Well, man, they do an amazing job.
I mean, you can look and you're going from black to dark blue to teal to brown or maroon. I mean,
is leather a color?
Yeah.
Okay, we're leather.
Okay, a leather color. We'll go leather color.
Yeah, we're leather color.
You're doing the bright pinks with the muscles right here in her wound.
Right.
And then going from that to a light green to a dark grassy green.
Right.
I mean.
And man, I'm gonna tell you, man, like that's one of the things that the Court of the Dead, that side of Sideshow Collectibles, man, they are good at varying the different color hues on each statue they make. Like, man, what was the last one we talked about like that? I think it was
Melavestros?
No, not Melavestros, which that's a good example. But no, I think Kair, the second version of Kair, where man, that paint highlighted it went so well.
It went damn near to black to white.
Right, and not even just that, just highlighting the different muscle features in Kair's body.
Well, we're not getting this. We're not getting that on this one.
Well, no, and I agree, and it makes more sense because she's more ocean based.
I mean, I would have liked to have seen
some more abdominal preference.
Just set up abs.
Right.
I would have liked to have seen that.
But you can't see, they don't have really a set of abs in this one.
No, she doesn't.
But I think that makes more sense. I don't think so either. But plus, I think that makes more sense as far as her being more amphibian in nature. That's why
with her humanoid looks like her forearm.
Right,
like
you can
her
see the
arms
different.
and
Yeah,
stuff.
I agree.
I mean, you can see her like her little muscles and stuff, like her
Right.
radial muscle and shit like that.
But
you can see that right here.
But you see where they did most of the color variations is in her tail.
Well, that's
Like I said,
kind
you
of
got-
like her main weapon.
Exactly, and that's why I like that they focus. Like they did a good job with here, but they focus a lot of the different color variations in her tail. Like we've got blue, black, gray, pink.
We've already talked.
There's
brown,
so many different colors of
brown,
green,
white.
Yeah, brown. I mean, they do so many different variations in color on her tail. Like you can tell that they know that's like Anubis said, her main weapon.
And this right here is a Western dragon tail. It's a Western dragon. It's our dragons.
I take his
No,
word
you
for
know
it.
Eastern. You know the difference between Eastern dragons and Western
I
dragons.
don't.
We got this is Western dragon.
Well, seeing as how dragons aren't real, so I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. I had to piss him off.
Everything that we talk about is not real, but
right.
But still, I mean, most of y'all know the difference between an Eastern dragon and a Western dragon.
And if you didn't, you learned something today.
And it's basically
And that's what's important.
It's basically the difference between Shenron and Draco.
Draco? Who the fuck is Draco?
Exactly. Draco the dragon, you know, from Dragonheart.
Sean Connery, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway.
Draco the dragon.
Yeah.
But that's the difference. You got Shenron, you got Draco, and she's got a Draco tail because it's more crocodilian.
Okay.
That's the
learning
main
something today.
difference. That's the main difference. Is this is all like crocodilian dragon shit, man. It's fucking crazy, dude. There's so much dynamic going in here. Mixed with a fucking centipede, which makes it even more scary.
And that to me is what really highlights the type of horror type.
Dude, it's scary.
That centipede legs.
Could you imagine just those legs wrapping around you?
Right, and what I love too is it shows like even though you can't show full motion, the way they have the pose, it kind of gives the
It's not even a slither, dude. It's
right,
a crawl.
exactly, and that's what I love about the legs is they give the impression of crawling or clasping this wood that she's crawling that she's on right now.
It's not even a slither anymore. It's a fucking crawl.
Right, which I know some of you arachnophobes probably would be terrified of something like this.
Centipedes. Centipedes fucking bother the shit out of me. That's why I love this, is because it's so fucking scary. That right there is scary.
Okay.
That is fucking scary.
Now, are there anything that you would see that's a negative?
There's nothing I don't like about it.
Really?
Honestly, there's nothing I don't like about it. I love the color scheme. I love everybody. You know what? I wish they would have went. I understand that, you know, the Court of Dead, they're going through this war right now.
Right.
She has to be on land. This is a perfect evolution of that.
Right.
Perfect. You know what I wish, though? I wish they would have went more with a perfect creature rather than a mythical one. I wish they would have went more worm.
I don't think worms is as scary.
Yeah, but they're a perfect creature.
I'm not saying that they're not, but I just don't think that would fit a worm as far as the Court of the Dead. I don't think would be as scary.
When she goes on land, I feel like she needs to de-evolve.
You think so?
Yeah.
Well, would a centipede be a de-evolution of something like a mermaid or? That's a good question to pose. Is a centipede a de-evolution of a reptilian or amphibian type creature? Let us know in the comment section.
I think they should have went more worm based.
Okay. I'm be honest with you. I think this, for me, the centipede type look with her feet and I mean her legs, whatever you want to call those fucking things.
The fin.
Yeah, the fins. Yeah. I think this fits perfectly. Because it's still like centipedes.
This here is terrifying.
But no. Let me explain to you why I think this fits. Because centipedes are predators, and they're silent. If there was ever an assassin type insect, a centipede would be one because it's so quick and quiet and agile. I think that is more along the lines of the evolution of this character, as far as on being on land compared to being in water.
Well, so I'll go ahead and mention this.
I try to sound smart every now and then.
And it worked. I'll go ahead and mention this. There's a scene in King Kong. Yeah, the Peter Jackson.
That's some creepy. Yeah.
The Peter Jackson King Kong. There's a scene where Naomi Watts is like going through like a stump or whatever, but this fucking goddamn millipede's like all in her face. I think if that would have been me, I would have shit in my pants.
So would I. Yeah. I'm not even afraid of bugs, but I'm not one for having bugs.
You know, I'm not afraid of bugs. I'm not afraid of spiders. I don't even give a shit about that. But you know, something about too many goddamn little legs.
Right. It is creepy. Now, one thing we haven't talked about, man, is the tassels and the gold right here, man. On her, I like it. Like, I think it fits perfectly with her character.
It's almost Indian.
That's yes.
Not
Native American, but actual Indian.
Red Indian.
Yes, right here. We're talking about this right here.
It's like a mixture between, like her armor is almost like a mixture between Egyptian and Indian.
Okay, I can see that. Now, one of my main, I'm not saying a complaint. This isn't a complaint by far.
Actually, you know what? No,
you gonna cut me the fuck off?
I'm not cutting you off.
That's exactly what you did.
I'm agreeing with you. Is that actually the whole thing, the whole ensemble is actually Indian.
Okay, now, honestly, I can actually see that perfectly. Yeah, I can agree with that. Now, one of my main, it's just, I don't want to say complaint. It's more of a nitpick. I would have preferred to see a base with her. Maybe like the
you want some bodies.
Yes, and he knew exactly where I was going.
Yeah.
I would have preferred to see more of
but we already have
bodies exactly, and that's why I wanted to see it again. Maybe some of her legs wrapping around it and crushing them or something like that. Like, don't get me wrong, this base is really good. Like, this base is, I love the skulls and the wood look. They did a good job simulating wood in this statue. I would have preferred to see a lot more violence in war, in this war type pose that she's got.
You know what I think would have been awesome?
I really feeling these damn scales on her back, by the way.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I really feel
I think they could have done one thing better. They could have given her a King Cobra kind of look. If you're gonna go with it,
I agree.
You're gonna go with it, go full on with it. Go King Cobra.
Now, the only problem with that is because she still had to keep that form somewhat from the aquatic statue that she had in version 1. So she still had to keep, so just completely changing her form.
They've already done that though.
No, they haven't, because if you compare it to the version 1, she still had the tail, the coloring and everything like that, and the fins. It's just that the fins on this version seem a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Actually, you know what?
It seems a lot more like they're useful on land.
Actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, her silhouette of her face is the same kind of silhouette of a King Cobra.
Think so? Well, the eyebrows and everything seems, it seems more venomous.
You gotta look at the hair.
Oh, okay.
Look at the hair in the background and see how it kind of
same
shape as a cobra.
I can see it a little bit.
Well, that just kind of supports. It's just a theory. But.
Right. And I love the shading on her neck. I know this is something small, but I actually really like. I love the attention to details. Yeah, and I love the attention to details in some of these statues. So I love the fact that the shading on her scarf is perfect. Like, it has it's perfect for me. Like, I love the way it highlights the dark and light beige colors in it to kind of give that 3D look on it.
You know what makes me think she can just pick it up and put it on her face.
Exactly, and I love that. Like,
tactical.
Yes, and one of the things, like I said, that's one of the main things I love about the Court of the Dead is their attention to detail.
Perfect.
Like, yes, and they do a good job on that.
I don't think we've had a Court of the Dead.
No,
we're upset about it, except for Shard. That's just because we know.
And plus, Shard is a human character, and she's more plain than everybody else.
Yeah, I wish they would have just kept going with it.
And hopefully they do a version 2 with her with the when we saw the Crusader. Yeah, I hope they do that eventually, because they had a preview of it, but they never mentioned anything else about it.
All right, good points about this. Metal.
Yes, that's always good. When you do a sword or a knife, I always prefer metal.
I think it's best with this. I mean, you look at like Aglavale, you know, he's got those big fucking things, man. Dude, it's just not realistic.
Yeah.
It's not realistic.
It's huge. Those are some huge ass swords.
I know. It's not realistic him to hold a big ass metal sword, you know. Well, I mean, it is for him, but I mean, like, realistically, you're making the statue, dude. You can't really make that metal,
right? And because it's a lot more weight,
pounds.
Exactly, it's a lot more weight, and it has a better chance of bending whatever metal they may have in their hands or falling off due to the magnetism not being strong enough.
It's going to work is if you use titanium, but that's way too fucking expensive to actually cut and machine. You know, it's all.
I love the different little. You see the gold buttons on here too, man. Like they do, man. And like I said, man, The Court of the Dead is my favorite line. Like, aside from horror characters, the Court of the Dead is probably one of the best lines in statues out right now.
I just love everything the Sideshow does. I'll be
But
honest.
I'm not gonna lie. Sideshow, this is no disrespect to you. I don't like some of your statues. Like the Wolf Predator one. Let's be real. That was a misstep.
It's a good try.
No, yeah, it was a good try. But what I love about the Court of the Dead, what I love about the Court of the Dead though is their attention to detail, and it's something unique. It's not.
Well, it's
they don't
their
try
line.
and exactly, and that's one of the reasons why I like collecting this line, because this is a line specifically made by Sideshow Collectibles, so they're free to do whatever they want with their statues on this line. They can take chances, do different things, and that's one of the things I love about them.
This is the biggest difference. This one right here so far is the biggest difference
from the version 1
and version 2. This
I
one
agree.
right here. It's polar opposites.
It really is, because you see land and water,
almost desert.
Land and sea.
This right here is almost desert.
And that's actually a very good point. I agree. It has a more of a desert, like dry land type feel to it. And I love it, man. Like I said, this is.
She is the most versatile warrior that the Court of the Dead army has.
Apparently so, because she can go from land to water, so that makes her deadly. I mean, almost is probably one of the most deadly ones.
Yeah, would you want to see her in the water?
No, I wouldn't.
No. Well, yeah, I mean, we would.
We would want to see her because we can take her top off.
We'll have to.
Sorry.
We would have to. But I mean, we're gonna die. It would totally be worth it.
Right. Do you see any negatives on this one?
No.
No, I'll be honest with you.
Absolutely no.
I've been looking over this. I'm pretty sure y'all seen me look over this, trying to find some negatives, maybe some paint defects, just to make sure it's not a perfect thing.
I see one, but it's absolutely purely fucking minuscule.
Well, hey, that's the
right here on her pelvis. All these wrinkles right here, these wrinkles right here, and these wrinkles right here. They make no sense.
Well, I think it does because it's, I don't know.
Actually, it just seems like a defect.
Well, it's not, but we know it's not because it's purpose.
It just
forgive me my tongue tiedness. Purposefully done.
It doesn't make any sense. There's not even a scale there. If there would have been some scales there, it would have made more sense. That's the only problem.
I think that's maybe the transition from skin to scale, as far as about the bottom of her. And I think
they did that perfect right here. They did it perfect right here. Why can't they do it right there?
It's transitioning into the larger scales on her underbelly. That's probably why it's like that.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, so that's
a damn good point.
That's the only reason. Well, that's the only thing. My only thinking of that is just because of the transition from the larger scales from the skin.
So
that's it.
So
I love the leathery look too.
Now I have nothing I can complain about.
Yes, I mean this is like I said, man. I got a good one. Paint application perfect.
This is a scary fucking statue.
This is amazing. I'm not a fan. Like I said, this is not a knock against Court of the Dead. Don't take it this way, Court of the Dead. I think with all the other exclusives we've gotten,
that's perfect. Though.
Well, let me hear me out.
Okay.
Now, this is perfect for an assassin. Don't get me wrong, because assassins are more up close, slit your throat, get quiet, and get in and get out.
You see the short blade.
Right, exactly. So it fits with the character. It's just that it's lackluster compared.
That's brute force.
Like let's be honest. Compare this exclusive to Kyrie's exclusive, where it's a demon head. I know it's still an exclusive.
Stop with all that, man. That kind of kills me a little bit. This one right here is perfect for her.
No, I agree.
I think the only thing that they could have done different with this exclusive is maybe put some suction cups on it.
Okay.
Just to
a reminder of her aquatic. Yeah.
Maybe put some suction cups on this fucking hand just to fuck you up a little bit.
Okay.
That's it. You know.
I do.
Homage.
Right.
That's actually a pretty awesome exclusive.
No, I'm not.
I agree with that. I don't agree with you on that.
No. And that's fair enough. We got different opinions. I'm glad for that. That's why I have you on these. For me, I want a bigger, more, because if it's an exclusive,
you want something
like that demon head,
front demanding.
Yes,
that's what you want.
Well, because
you want a goddamn
an exclusive is something special. It's something extra that really adds to the panache of the statue.
All right, so it's a cigar. Time out. A cigar.
No. I agree, but let me ask you something. Is that demon head not an awesome fucking exclusive?
I don't think that's fair, though.
No, it's an exclusive, so it's an extra piece to the statue.
I just don't think that's fair to use that.
I'm asking a question. Do you not think that demon head enhanced the statue.
No.
You don't
What
think?
I think what the demon head did was contract from the exclusive. Because I think the demon head made the base not make sense.
And that's fair enough. And I can understand that.
That doesn't mean I didn't like the demon
no, I know
head
you did. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yes, it was. But I understand what you're saying. And like I said,
it did though. It made the base look like not even relevant.
Right.
And it kind of took it and just cut it out.
Right. And that I can wholeheartedly agree with. I can wholeheartedly agree with.
Okay, so
and like I said, this is not a knock against it because this is a perfect exclusive for her. It's like when I see an exclusive, I just want a little bit more.
I don't know.
That's all.
You know, you're looking at this chick, dude. She's definitely full frontal stealth.
Right.
Blade killing. This is a blade killing bitch, dude. This bitch is gonna kill you without you even knowing you're dying.
All right. So we don't spend too much time on this one.
So
you're rating time.
It's 12.
All right. So we got to the point where we're giving our rating now.
Yeah, it's 12.
So we do the letter grades. In your opinion, so what grade would you give it? S.
Straight up.
Wow.
Straight up.
Man. Okay. You love it that man. I'm surprised.
It's impressive.
Wow.
It's basically just impressive.
Okay, man.
It surprised me. I came into this not gonna like it.
Because I showed Anubis the prototype of it when I first
I
pre-ordered
looked at it myself too.
Yeah,
and I was like, "This is bullshit."
Right.
This bitch is snaking it up, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute." Now that I'm seeing it, it's not a snake at all. Not one bit is a snake.
Right. It looks more insectile.
Dragon mix. It's like a fucking dragon mixed with a motherfucking millipede.
All right.
Your worst nightmare. My worst nightmare.
Never mind. But anyways, I'll say this. For my rating will be a straight A. I think this is a very good statue. For me,
I think you're missing a lot of
No. I've been looking over the whole time you've been talking. I think for me though, because of the immense amount of detail from version 1, I don't want to say this is not a step back, but it's not as much detail and catch your eye-ness as version 1.
You know what I think? I think that it's in the first version, it's all ocean.
Right. But not even just that, is that when you go under the ocean on her, you can see all the dead bodies. Like, this is basically the same type tail.
I think we do this. I think we did. No, it's not the same type tail.
Well, when we do our comparison video, we'll see. But yeah, for me, I just think that version 1, I think this is one of the few ones where I like the first version better. Like I said, this is not this is an amazing statue. This is one of the Quarter Dead's, again, when I say Quarter Dead best, it's still, we have so many good ones, it's hard to say that without leaving, it's hard to say that with leaving impact with it. But it is still one of the Quarter Dead's best. And I still think that this is amazing, but for me, I actually like version 1 a little bit more than version 2.
Well, see, I agree with that. I like version 1, but that's only because I'm biased towards mermaids.
Right.
But this one you cannot take away.
No, and that's one of the things I'm saying. Like, this is still an amazing piece.
Yeah.
And again, if you're a Quarter Dead fan, this should be in it.
Man, this hand is pretty fucking impressive, dude.
Right.
It's a dragon hand.
Right, I agree. I love the mechanical look in her fingers.
But not only that, the blades are steel.
Yeah, exactly.
Heavy.
So, like I said,
it's a good
statue.
It's a fun statue.
Yes, it is. It really is.
It's awesome, and it's scary. Which is basically what Court of the Dead wants you to think.
Right. It's a horror-based line.
Scary statue.
Yes.
It is.
So you got our ratings. SA. Like I said, I don't regret purchasing this at all.
I'm surprised that Carolina doesn't give it an S itself.
Nah, like I said, for me, and
well, look at the fade right here with the scales. See the fade right there? How it goes from scales
again, I'm not
skin?
taking. I agree.
That should be S rating, right?
Not for me. It's just because I think the first version has a lot more detail in it, and we'll go over that when we do our comparison.
Yeah,
video.
we'll talk about it.
Yeah. But anyways, everybody. So you've seen our review today.
Well, I gave the first version to S also.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. That's your favorite one out of all the Quarter of the Dead.
Well, this one's right there, number 2 now.
Right. All right, everybody. So we thank y'all for joining us today. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Don't hit that bell notification to get notified of our future videos. But we thank y'all for joining us on this Quarter of the Dead review. I'm Carolina Hitman.
I'm Anubis.
We'll see y'all next time. And sorry. Thank every one of you for helping us make it to 400 subscribers.
Thank you.
We're gonna do a subscribe. You know how we do. Every 100 people,
Yeah.
we do a giveaway. We're debating on
T-shirt. It could be a video game.
something like that. We're debating on what we're gonna do.
Definitely not gonna get something gay like Apex.
And what? Snudger, don't think I forgot about your Resident Evil digital code.
Yeah, we got it.
Just give me a little while. I'll give it to you. I got you.
Gift it.
Yes, exactly.
We don't have PlayStations because PlayStation sucks.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. But anyways, but we thank y'all for joining us, man. We'll see y'all next time, and we're gonna have another Quarter of the Dead piece coming up for review, and we have a special piece coming in. It's a custom-made Wolf Predator statue, and I cannot wait.
Oh, man.
Yes, so I should hopefully have that within the next week or two.
Honestly, wish Predator Collectibles didn't unsubscribe.
He didn't?
No, I thought he did.
No, he didn't. I don't think he did.
Wow.
I don't know. Oh, Predator Collectibles, you didn't. But anyways, but we thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for helping us get to 400. We'll be doing a giveaway soon. Don't know when it's going to be, but it will be. But we thank y'all for joining us today. Thank you for joining the Cracker Hunters. See y'all next time. Peace.